I've been dreaming every single night of standing here alone under the bright light. The stage is mine. I know that it's a long, long road, and I will make my dreams come true. But I never figured I'd have a plan for you. I've been dreaming every single day. I've been dreaming, I've been dreaming. Whatever they may say, I'm not afraid. I know I'll make my way. I'm stronger now than ever. Wait and watch my name in lights. The plot twist, baby, you've gone and caught my eye. Just like in the movies, secret glances, butterflies. Just like in the movies, kisses and the starlit skies. The twists, the turns, the crash and burns. Who knows if we'll survive? But like in the movies, the stage is ours tonight. And as the credits start to roll, I'll always think of you. The champagne highs, the lights are low, the spy you hold me up. Just like in the movies, secret glances, butterflies. Just like in the movies, kisses and the starlit skies. Twists, the turns, the crash and burns. Who knows if we'll survive? But like in the movies, the stage is ours tonight. The lust that burns and life returns. I know that I'll survive. But like in the movies, the stage is mine tonight. And I guess I made it out alive. Now watch my name in lights. Just like in the movies, the stage is mine tonight.
Please welcome your fabulous host, rhowch groeso i'ch cyflwynydd fabulous, Owain Wyn Evans.
Helo, noswaith darlings, Owain Wyn Evans dwi, a chroeso I Ngwobrau BAFTA Cymru. Welcome to the BAFTA Cymru Awards 2024, our annual celebration of Welsh talent in the film and television industry, and I am so excited to be here with you all. Am ddechrau anhygoel, diolch yn fawr to Sarah Davies for performing her brilliant new single, Just Like in the Movies. Sarah, of course, won Canu Gymru, Song for Wales, and is campaigning for Wales to be in Eurovision. Me too, if the song has epic drums. If not, I literally do not care. Oh my God. Who am I kidding? Of course I care. I'm a gay man. It's oh, for the gay man, yeah, we love that. I'm in good company. It's such an enormous privilege to be here as we celebrate another brilliant year in Welsh film and television. And we're thrilled to be back at ICC Wales, an enormous building which wows everyone. Except the cast and crew of Doctor Who. They don't appreciate anything that looks the same on the inside as it does on the outside. Boring. Mae heno yn noson mor arbennig, where the busiest people in showbiz get to sit down for 2 hours and find out exactly what their colleagues have been up to. Men Up is nominated in 6 categories. It's the story of the first ever clinical trials for the drug Viagra. And I should say, the marketing for that show has been brilliant. I feel like I've been getting emails about it for years. So clever. How did they do that? There are 5 nominations each for Steel Town Murders, Doctor Who and Pren ar y Bryn. tree on the hill. Which is great news, as of course it has been a difficult year for famous trees. There are three... Takes a second, that one, doesn't it? There are 3 nominations for Chuck Chuck Baby, a film set in a chicken factory. And there are 4 nominations for Wolf. So we're very lucky there are no nominations for A Bag of Grain. Otherwise, getting them all on the stage would have been a total nightmare, darlings. Of course, these are just a taster of some of the phenomenal shows and films our judges have been deliberating over across 21 competitive categories. So, let's take a look at all of your incredible work.
Why don't you start by telling me why you're here today?
This is not on camera.
Norma. Elfie.
Boring women don't make history.
Oh, I love a montagette. Fabulous. Now, for those watching at home on the live stream, don't forget, we've got some behind-the-scenes action on Instagram and X. The hashtag is BAFTA Cymru Awards. Gadewch i ni dechrau. Let's start, because I've booked tomorrow morning off my Radio 2 show, and I want to make the most of the after-party later, so we'll just keep it going. Let's welcome our first presenters. The TV drama Lost Boys and Fairies. Oh, it made me cry so much. Actually, I'm getting quite emotional just thinking about it and introducing this pair to the stage. Let's see if I can hold it together. Please welcome Frafi and Sean Daniel Young.
Good evening. The first award this evening is for television drama.
The nominees showcase the amazing variety of work being made here in Wales.
They encompass terrifying true stories, surreal goings-on, and long-standing favourites. Let's take a look.
Casualty.
Stay aside. Stay in the cars. Guys, can you move to the side for me? Thank you very much. How bad is it? Keep coming. We're gonna have to move this trap up a bit. Okay, you okay to move a little bit, mate? Thank you so much.
Pren ar y bryn.
Ti ddim wedi lladd neb heno chwaith. O'n i na. Nath ei gwmpo'r lledrith a bwrw I ben ar wilod y star.
Dim ond ar ôl I fi bod yn fedros yn pen y patel.
Nes ti banico?
Achos y gwir yw, fi cysaib.
Steel Town Murders.
Local farmer made the discovery. Walter Watkins. Admits knowing the girls, he saw them last night at the bus stop. Girls?
A'r enillydd yw...
Steel Town Murders.
Wel, diolch yn fawr iawn I BAFTA Cymru am yr anrhydedd. O'n i'n mynd disgwyl bod lan cyntaf, so fi bach yn shocked, ond thank you so much to BAFTA and to everyone who's come to join us here tonight. It was a real labour of love making Steel Town. A huge thank you to BBC Cymru, to Rhianedd and to Nick Andrew and Nicola and the team there, to Rebecca Ferguson and to Helen Perry who championed this drama so fearlessly for us. To everyone who stood here, to Phil, our amazing lead, to Sam, our DOP, to Mark, our amazing director. Thank you to All Through Media as well, who always champion Sam Screen's content so brilliantly. John, I want you to come and say, I know it's only meant to be one person, he'll be quick, I promise.
Yeah, we'd just like to say a big thank you to Paul and Phil and Geraint for sharing their story, but most importantly, a big thank you to the families who trusted us to tell their story. They've conducted themselves with such dignity for the last 50 years despite their pain, so this is very much for them tonight. Thank you.
Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Mae'r ail wobr heno ar gyfer rhaglen blant.
Now, Sean, me and you could introduce the nominated children's programmes, but I reckon we know someone who probably has more recent experience of watching children's shows.
It's his first time appearing at BAFTA Cymru Awards, but I'm confident it'll be the first of many. It's our Lost Boys and Fairies co-star, Leo Harris.
Woo!
Wow, this is so cool. Children's programmes are supposed to inspire kids. So the fact I'm here means they've done their job too well. I'm meant to be in school tomorrow. Let's take a look at the nominations.
My life, I was bullied.
When I came back to school, some of my friends had turned against me.
When I was going through bullying, it was a really, really hard time for me, and I really, really struggled with my mental health.
They started to write hurtful comments on social media.
And they'd set up a group chat with me in it, and they added me to it, and they were saying some awful, awful stuff.
Newyddion ni.
Ac mae'r cyffro wedi cydio gyda phawb o bob oed yn edrych mlaen at groesaw i Ewrop yma. Ac I fi wedi dod I ysgol Melin Griffith yma yn y brifddinas I glywed mwy.
Sir Steilio.
Right, Leo, do you want to do the honours?
Okay.
And the winner is...
And the winner is...
Yank it.
There we go, give a good tug.
Sir Steilio!
Wow, diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very much. It's quite humbling being in a room as somebody who could barely thread a needle with all the super talented kids that we had on the series. Thank you, BAFTA. Thank you to Sean and the team at Yeti for trusting me with the format. Diolch I Sean at Geraint yn S4C am ei chefnogaeth. Diolch yn fawr iawn i'r tîm yn rondo, tîm olygu nath wneud job anhygoel o dynnu'r cyfan at ei gilydd. Diolch yn fawr i'r cast a'r criw i gyd. Chi gyd yn gwybod pwy chi, oedd pawb wedi gweithio'n anhygoel o galed, o fi'n credu bod ni gyd wedi gadael Caernarfon mewn cwmwl o glitter ar ddiwedd y gyfres. Ond yn fwyaf oll, diolch i'r plant am rannu eu credigrwydd nhw o'r gwir ser y gyfres. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch yn fawr to Fra, Sean and Leo. Actually, I'm pleased that someone else who's well past their bedtime. My watchers did that thing where it's like, oh, I'm time for bed. I'm like, not tonight, honey. Nawr, y categori nesaf yw torri trwodd. We're recognising writers, producers and directors in the earlier stages of their careers. To present the award, someone who started her career with a bang. Actually, no, she was in Hinterland and Misfits before that, but she was also in Bang. Rwch groeso sgwylwch yn dda I Gwyneth Keyworth.
Don't drop it. One of BAFTA's roles is to support creative talent, and this is the category which demonstrates to all of us why we're right to be excited about the future of this industry. Mae yna 4 o bobl wedi cydnabod yn y categori yma. These are the people to work with, and by being on this list, their fees are going up, so be quick. Dyma'r ymwebion.
Alaw Llywelyn Roberts, producer, Bariau.
Dwi eisiau rhoi rhain nôl. Dwi'n really appreciate o fo, a bod dim ond dwi'n eisiau bod yn detu neb. Dyma tro cyntaf fi mewn. O'n I am dallt o rŵs.
Ond ti di cymryd nhw ond o?
O'n I am yn gwybod ddo.
Dwi'n broblem fi dyn am agi.
Bethan Marlowe, writer, The Date.
You gonna snug him?
No.
I am. Wait, stop it. Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
What are you doing?
Well, you've never played this before.
Daisy Brown, producer, slammed the 80s.
I remember watching it in my grandmother's front room, you know. Players of the 70s. They were all superstars. Following them was a dream come true. But, you know, you never expect your dream to turn into a nightmare.
Why no children?
Janice Pugh, writer and director, Chuck Chuck Baby.
I couldn't carry past 12 weeks. Tried 4 times, and then I stopped trying.
How did Captain Caveman let you get away with that?
He didn't. He banished me to the baby room.
Mae'r BAFTA Cymru and Breakthrough Award yn mynd I Janice Pugh for Chuck Chuck Baby.
I'm going to keep it really short, just wow. A massive thank you to Anne Beresford, my producer, Adam Partridge. This film is really a celebration for the women shown in this film who just live in my heart, people like my mother. And you know what? Oh my God, I was trying to practice, it's terrible. Can I keep the card? Anyway. To all the amazing talent in this film. We shot this film in 26 days. It's been all over the world, and I think the most incredible thing is it's just a film of love, and I think the world needs a bit of love. And you know what? This is my mum and dad. They're no longer with me. Don't cry, Janice. But it's for them. The Gower boy and the Flint girl, thank you for making me filled with love, and thank you for every bit of talent in this film, because this is for them. So thank you all. Thank you, BAFTA. Cheers.
Y categori nesaf yw short film. Every single one of these short films certainly packs a punch, leaving you with something to think about for a long time after the run time is over.
Being seen.
Definitely feel more comfortable with my sexuality, like seeing it on my arm, and like for me, I'm more comfortable with other people knowing, because I think that was the big thing. Like, I've always known it within myself, but to have other people see it, yeah, it's a bit daunting, but I do feel like a sense of self-acceptance now.
Frontier town.
As soon as you say verbal, people think, oh, that village that's about to flood. And it's like, no, it's that village with great people, great culture, a corner shop and a lovely beach, caravan sites, sunny skies, and like, no one thinks about the good things and they always think about the negatives.
Smile.
So, you're saying he sexually assaulted you?
Yeah. I mean, no. I said what happened.
Yeah, you said you smiled at him and then...
I wasn't flirting. You're making it sound like I encouraged him.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I just don't understand why someone would do something like this unprovoked to a middle-aged sales assistant.
Spectre of the Bear.
I couldn't find a single old photo of these things. How was that possible? The more research I did, the more it became clear. I was right. I knew my campaign for the truth wouldn't be popular, that people would be difficult to persuade. But all I had to do was keep my head down and continue to gather evidence. I would not be compromised.
And the winner is... Smile.
I had a bit and everything. Go on. Oh, I'll try the bit. I said to Rob, the guy who very kindly lent us his garden centre to shoot Smile in, that I wrote Smile as a challenge to the systems that protect male perpetrators of sexual violence against women. Fucking hell, sorry. And these same systems that vilify and they silence victims. Rob responded, he went, not a comedy then. No. And to him, to be honest, this is to Rob and everybody who supported the making of this film and who got us, like, we wouldn't be here without Rob, and this huge generosity of spirit. And to that, I would say, to the incredible, I really want to swear, because I love swearing, incredible talent of Sue Vincent, our lead actress, who made it. To our incredibly pregnant and quiet ninja, Katie, the producer. Hire her as a producer, she's fucking amazing. Hannah, our casting director, who got me and Sue in a room together, and so many, like Finn, Aaron, Mike, Jason, and so many people, like, we did it! This is awesome. And finally, I just want to say I've been working in Wales for the last 5 years. I'm buying a house here, and the talent and the kindness that I've experienced working with this insanely brilliant group of human beings in Wales, it's just been unbelievably humbling, and I hope you'll let me stay, and I hope you'll let me continue to tell stories with you. I'm going to say it wrong, but I'm going to try it anyway. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Thank you, Gwynedd, and to our winners. Now, to present the next award, star of Fool Me Once and forthcoming Under Salt Marsh, it's the brilliant Dino Fetcher.
The next award is for presenter. The programmes featured in this category demonstrate a dizzying array of intensely personal stories and heartfelt passions. But every single one is expertly communicated with enthusiasm and urgency. Let's take a look at those at the top of their game in action.
Rod Gilbert, a pain in the neck.
When I got cancer, to be honest, I was terrified. So I wanted to do something to take my mind off it, to make the whole thing feel less scary, and to maybe help other people too. So I decided to film it all. And I really hope that my story gives you a little hope.
Stephen Parry, Paid a Dweud Hoiw.
Dyna lle o'n ni ar y flaen y gad, efo'r llun iconic na sydd wedi bod ym mhob papur newydd, efo Michael Cashman, Ian McKellen a finne ar flaen y gad o Cymol 28 yn gwrthryfela ar y brotest mawr oeddwn ni'n dall bron I ddim amdano fo.
Chris Roberts, Siwrne Scandi Chris.
Dwi'n chwisto man, a mae'r Oslo Fjord ma ryw 8 degree. So mae'n freezing. Fewn â ni, ia? Fucking hell. Ti'n mynd yn siarad? Mae'n freezing.
Lamal Freckleton, Black Music Wales.
Welsh black music is having a real moment. Being played all over UK radios and racking up millions of streams. And this is the first time a movement like this has happened on this scale. But what's changed?
Ar enillydd yw Rod Gilbert for Rod Gilbert, A Pain in the Neck. Unfortunately, Rod is unable to attend this evening, so can I please welcome to the stage executive producer Ian Durham.
Hello, sorry I'm not Rod. Although he's in Hull tonight, Hull. Yeah, exactly. But he has sent me something on WhatsApp, app. Thank you so much, BAFTA Cymru. I'd like to thank Gwen, Ian, May, all at Kailash Films, and Tom Beck at Channel 4, who kindly, and in my opinion foolishly, agreed to film my cancer journey without knowing what the outcome would be. I hope this award goes some way to vindicating our stupidity. I'm sorry I could not be with you in person tonight, but I am somewhere alive. Thanks to the wonderful love and support of my wife, Sian, my friends, family, agent, the incredible care at Valinda Cancer Centre, and NHS more generally. I owe you all everything. Thank you.
This year's nomination for the entertainment category encompass a Christmas party, a birthday party, and a road trip and a sing-song. What a weekend. Here are the nominations.
Cân i Gymru, 2024. Christmas with Catherine Jenkins. Iaith ar daith, Welsh on the road.
Mae popeth yn goch heddiw. Dwi'n teimlo'n coc. Ti'n teimlo'n goch.
Please give my heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Max Boyce, Charles R. Fair play to him. Got to take.
Max Boyce at 80.
I think it's absolutely right, absolutely fitting. I think it's wonderful. He and Gareth are the only living Welsh people to have a statue. Fantastic. Quite right too.
And the winner is Max Boyce at 80.
This is probably one of the hardest programs I've ever made, because what we have is a living legend, and he's with us tonight. Max. I tried my best to get him up, but he's hurt his foot, and it's genuine. I've had it checked over. Not as good as one of your gags, mind. But honestly, the responsibility to tell Max's story, he's our storyteller. He's the storyteller of a nation, cyfarwydd I ni'r Cymru, sy'n gweud yn hanes ni trwy chwaraeon, bob math o bethau. A meddwl yn anodd yn dod e. Should we do No. So no, I'm pretty honestly, deeply chuffed, and obviously the other shows meant a lot to us also. But well done, Max, and I hope I did you proud.
Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr. Now, as I'm sure you all know, BAFTA Cymru do much more than just put on a Gojo award ceremony like this one once a year. BAFTA is a world-leading independent arts charity for the screen industries, and that's why all year long you'll find them working to champion talent and make the creative industries a fairer and more sustainable place. Let's take a look at the last 12 months in BAFTA Cymru.
BAFTA Cymru may be known for its prestigious awards, but throughout the year they hold a plethora of activities, so I, Stefan Powell, thought I'd take a look at some of the things they've been up to. In December they celebrated a traditional Welsh Christmas with the premiere of Men Up, a television film which explores the story of the world's first ever trial of Viagra, which took place in Swansea in 1994. A Welsh Christmas tale, if there ever was one. Nadolig llawen pawb. In February, BAFTA Cymru travelled over the border to BAFTA 195 Piccadilly. Yes, that's right. The Welsh and English met up off the rugby pitch and had a joyous time finding out about the career of Welsh costume designer Lindy Hemming, who has worked on an incredible range of international films, including James Bond, Paddington, Batman, and most recently, Wonka. Lindy is nothing short of our very own Welsh Wonder Woman. In March, BAFTA Cymru explored the offbeat and mysterious world of Penwyllt, with Tree on a Hill, Pren ar y Bryn, a story so compelling they made it twice. The audience were not only treated to a screening and Q&A, but also had a sneak peek at the model world and its costumes. Rodri Mailir's pants were the hot topic of conversation, and frankly, I can see why. I just hope my wife buys me some for my birthday. Now, due to all the excitement and subsequent adrenaline rush, halfway through the year we had to call in a doctor. I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist. Everyone's favourite Time Lord took to the screen in the Welsh premiere of the new series of Doctor Who, and they unleashed me, see what we did there, to host the Q&A with some of the behind-the-scenes talent. There wasn't a dry eye in the house for the premiere screening of Lost Boys and Fairies with a standing ovation. The audience could barely sit down for wanting to dash home and watch the next episodes. BAFTA Guru Live Cymru took place in May, providing inspiration and advice to people pursuing careers in film or TV. Sessions included factual storytelling, acting for screen, and writing for television, with Nathaniel Price and Kayleigh Llewellyn, who knows a few things about winning a BAFTA herself. BAFTA Cymru Connect members got one-to-one time with some incredible talent, including writers Matthew Barry and Dav James, producers Jane Tranter and Becky Ray Rogers, production designer Gerwyn Lloyd, costume designer Fionn Eleanor, makeup artist Kate Roberts, and journalist Catrin Nye. Throughout the year, BAFTA Cymru kept members in touch with networking opportunities, and through the new partnership with the Cardiff Townhouse Copper Club, members can now meet up monthly and chat all things film, TV and games. Ac wrth gwrs, mae opera sebon hynaf y BBC Pobl y Cwm yn dathlu ei hanner can mlwyddiant eleni, felly mae BAFTA Cymru yn cynnal ystod o ddigwyddiadau gyda thîm y BBC a Phobl y Cwm i ddathlu'r pen-blwydd arbennig, a hyn yn dilyn digwyddiad arbennig ym Mhabell sy'n y maes ar faes Eisteddfod ym Mhontypridd eleni. BAFTA Cymru has reached all corners of the industry and continues to celebrate, nurture and support you here in Wales.
Steffan, diolch yn fawr iawn, and those Paisley pants, oh my gosh, I want them. Paisley wife friends, who'd have thought? Right, it's now time for some factual categories, and to introduce the next couple of awards, someone you'll have seen on S4C, BBC Three, or heard on the radio on Capital South Wales. Not me, I'm BBC through and through, darlings, unless there's a better offer on the table, that is. Please welcome Jess Davis.
The three films represented in the photography factual category all tell stories of people facing enormous change. Every single one of these films was captured in a manner befitting the story and the moment. Ac mae hynny yn diolch I allu ryfeddol enwebion. Gadewch ni cael cipolwg.
Hayden Denman, Sian Phillips yn 90.
Wy'n cofio fel mae'r mynyddau na'n edrych yn glir. Ges I ngeni yng Ngwaig y Gyrwen wrth droed y mynydd du, a wedyn symud I Alltwen yng Nghwm Tawe.
Sam Jordan Richardson, Legends of Welsh Sport, Jim Roberts.
The blood is sort of almost starving your fingertips, your toe tips. I had 10 days, I think, in intensive care in a coma.
I didn't understand how has this happened.
Theo Tennant, Frontier Town.
I love her. My kids love her. When they were little, they used to walk and slip and hurt themselves, and now they're that high and just, come on, Nana, and guess who walks and slips?
Ar enillydd yw Theo Tennant for Frontier Town.
Bloody hell, that's actually really heavy. Wow, thank you so much, BAFTA. This is quite overwhelming. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to the people we filmed with, because they're the people that made this film so special. So Glyn, Ali, Angie, Sam, Trevor, they're all in the back there. Shine On, thank you so much. This was about a film that was, this was about a town that was threatened by rising sea tides. So I would like to just send love to Fairbourne, because they're such a special community to film with. I've filmed some of this, but we did everything together with me and my brother, so I just want to say thank you, Tom. You're the best. Unfortunately, with short films, you rely on really talented, dedicated people working for next to no money. So I'd like to just thank Alice. Who else is there? Jamie, Jack, lots of other people. Thank you so much. It doesn't go unnoticed, and this film wouldn't be here without you. And I'd like to say thank you to my amazing family, Mum, Dad, Selena, Lucas, and thank you to BFI Doc Society and to my girlfriend, Jess. Thank you. Cheers.
The next award is for Director Factual. Piecing together a coherent story from real events is an incredible skill, and the 4 nominees in this category demonstrate that beautifully, with films on life and life-changing moments, and all of which are made with care, skill, and compassion. Gadewch ni weld ymwebion.
Caryl Ebenezer, Sian Phillips and 90.
When she walks on to a stage, she's not walking on to something alien. She's walking on to somewhere where she belongs, which she knows, which is comfortable, which she owns.
Chloe Fairweather, The Kidnap of Angel Lynn.
Angel's phone was always glued to her hand. She kept everything on there, all the photos, messages. The only way we could find out what had happened was to go through her phone. But she had a whole world we knew nothing about.
Jenny Casterton, The Crash Detectives.
There was a half-full bottle of wine, and there was also an empty vodka bottle in the footwell. He did say he'd had a couple of mouthfuls of the wine because his mouth was dry, so we know that he was even drinking as he was travelling between Leicester and Newport.
Jess Howe, Strike, The Women Who Fought Back.
She was strong, and it was motivating and inspiring, and it gave me goosebumps. And when you think that 98% of people there were men, and they listened to her, and they stopped. Fantastic to see a woman so empowered and so confident to get up to speak.
Ar enillydd yw Jess Howe for Strike, The Woman Who Fought Back.
Thank you. Jack and Val, BAFTA Cymru.
this is my first night out since having a baby, so this is quite overwhelming. This project started out as a BBC director's scheme and project, and developed into a much bigger film with the continued support of everyone at BBC Wales. So thank you, Sorel, Sian and Nick, and everyone in the archive team for believing in me and the project. A huge thanks to everyone at Frank Films, Jamie for continually fostering me and supporting me through all my wobbles, thank you. And to Val, who isn't here tonight. Thank you to everybody who helped me make the film, to Ria, our wonderful AP, to Nathan, who filmed it, and to Ben, who is a brilliant editor, and so much of the film is the way it is because of him. Thank you so much to, really, to the women that allow me to film them for this programme. I'm so grateful that you trusted me to tell the story of such an important but difficult time in your lives. One of the wonderful ladies that you've just seen in the clip is up there, Pam. So thank you, Pam, and I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, so it's for you, and thank you to my partner who is currently wrangling a baby in the Celtic manner. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Jess, and congratulations to our winners. Now, our next two categories are for production design and makeup and hair. Categories I take particularly seriously, even on the radio. To introduce the awards, two people who also take their hair and makeup very seriously indeed, stars of Drag Race UK, Victoria Scone and Marmalade.
Good evening, everyone. Now, Vic, I do have to ask, what on earth have you done?
Ah, it's all right. You should have seen the other guy. Now, I am so excited to be presenting the award for production design tonight. It is, without doubt, my favourite department on any set. The time and effort that go into it, and the attention to detail. And look, listen, I love it so much that I even steal the props.
It's true, she does. She cannot help herself. Production design, where whole worlds are built with incredible attention to detail, often under intense deadlines. I've seen someone build a medieval castle with what they can find at a garden centre in 10 minutes before. They are genius. Let's take a look at the nominations.
Caroline Steiner, Chuck Chuck Baby.
I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain and let me be alone again.
Gerwyn Lloyd, Pren ar y Bryn.
What's that? Merchants and hawkers coming for the festival.
James North, The Winter King.
And the winner is Owain Lloyd.
Wow, thank you, BAFTA. First time I read the script, it really resonated with me, and it was a special project. So I'd like to say a big thank you to Ed and Fionn for creating the world. We filmed in winter, I think, in Astrogynlais, and it had its challenges, didn't it? But I think we came through it all. I'd also like to thank the art department who worked so hard for me. Too many to mention. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my wife, my two daughters, Alice and Mary, who are sitting in the audience as well. Thank you.
The next category is makeup and hair, and between them, the nominees cover pretty much every era imaginable. In Wolf, it's the present day.
Yes. In Soon, it's the late 70s and early 80s.
And in Doctor Who, it is, well, everything else.
Yes. Literally everything else. Let's take a look.
Claire Pritchard-Jones, Wolf.
What was the procedure?
James Spinks, Assoon. Claire Williams, Doctor Who.
And the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to Assoon.
I've got to read this out, sorry. So many people to thank. I'd like to thank BAFTA Cymru for this wonderful award. Roger Williams, who wrote a beautiful script for the film. Lee Haven-Jones, our director, for just being wonderful and great to work with. Joyo, a huge thank you to Sarah Astley-Hughes, Vicky Owen, Jane Tyler, and Julie Davis, the makeup department. I'd like to thank my agent, Lucy Price, from Luke Talent, and thank you to my parents and my partner, Rodri, and to Ngwobrau Evans, whose story we told in the film, and to whom so many of us will be eternally grateful. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks so much to Victoria Scone and Marmalade, which sounds delish. Chef's kiss. Nawr, eleni, roedd Sian Phillips yn 90 wedi henwebu 2 gwaith. Dyma ffilm ddogfen sy'n ein hatgoffa ni gyd actor mor bwysig a dawnus yw'r fonesig Sian Phillips. Although here at BAFTA, we've always known what an incredible figure Dame Sian is. So much so that since 2005, we've presented the Sian Phillips Award in honour of Dame Sian. This award is presented each year to an individual who has made significant contributions in either major feature films or network television programmes across their career. To present the award, please welcome celebrated Welsh actress, the wonderful Nia Roberts.
Mark Lewis Jones. We first met on the set of Solomon and Gaynor in 1998. You swept in like a hurricane, and I was bowled over by your talent, your confidence, and your gravitas. We became firm friends. And not only did you help me get my first agent, but I learned so much from you in those early years. You made acting look so effortless. You are an instinctive actor. It's in your bones. But I always knew how much thought you put into your roles. You also led such a great example of how to treat everyone on set with respect, how to always take the work seriously, but never ourselves that seriously, to never let ego get in the way. You approach everything you do with grace, humility, and sensitivity, which allows you to play any role and to be a truly great actor. I feel very lucky to have played opposite you as many times as I have. In the year 2000, we walked up the red carpet of the Oscars together. And when you casually introduced me to Sam Mendes in the post-Oscar party, sharing stories of a theatre tour you had done together, I realized the breadth of work you had already achieved by your early 30s, treading the boards of the Donmar Warehouse, the National Theatre, the RSC, and Shakespeare's Globe. And your career has continued to grow from strength to strength, encompassing film and television in the UK and overseas. You've notched up 6 BAFTA nominations and 1 BAFTA win along the way too. Yeah, we have a joke in our house. If Mark Lewis-Jones isn't working, then the state of the industry must be really bad. Yeah, in fact, you are often juggling 3 or 4 projects at the same time. You are one of the most talented and prolific actors of your generation, and your contribution to the television and film industry has been huge. We're working together at the moment, and I really hope we can continue to share reading glasses, laugh like drains, and be the oldest people on set for many years to come. Let's take a moment to hear from others who wanted to congratulate you this evening.
Huge, huge congratulations to Mark Lewis-Jones. What an incredible award for such an amazing, brilliant actor. I'm very lucky to have worked with him on Outlander.
He took a character that on paper was sort of pious and unlikable, and he imbued it with such heart and with such humor.
He played the man with great honor, conviction, and nuance.
I could not abide the thought that you, all of you, should vanish from the earth with no formal marking of the event.
To watch him work was just an incredible masterclass, really.
Dwi'n mor proud ohonot ti. I'm so proud of everything that you've achieved, not only professionally, but personally and emotionally. This is why you are at the top of your game.
Mae'n un gathalen a fi'n geni. Allwn ni ddim I adael erbyn I hunan bach.
As far as I'm concerned, I've never met such a mix of humility and humor with awesome talent.
I've had the pleasure and privilege of working with Mark Lewis-Jones twice now, once on Apostle and once on Gangs of London. Apostle was my first project that I'd made in Wales. I'd only ever worked professionally inside Indonesia. Mark was a real helping hand, a real guiding spirit, and I'm forever grateful. There were times during the rehearsals where I wished I had a camera rolling because everything he was given was like committed 100%.
Is this the love of which you speak?
I first worked with Mark about 20 years ago. I turned up with a very detailed storyboard. Within about 5 minutes, the storyboard was in the bin, and I stood there watching somebody deliver far more than I could have ever hoped.
Erbyn I dadfod oedd hi'n rhy hwyr. I don't think of myself as against things. I'm for things. For my country, my culture, and my language, most of all.
Llongyfarchiadau ngharedi. What a joy to be able to join in with this celebration of you. Congratulations on your well-deserved award.
I know we're celebrating a long career, but I hope we keep celebrating for a lot longer because there's a lot of projects that I want to write, that I want to direct, that I want to work with Mark in them.
Congratulations, Mark, on this incredible award, which you so richly deserve.
We've worked with him about 9 times on different projects, and every one of them has been a journey and one that we cherish. From everyone on Outlander in Scotland. Congratulations, Mark, thoroughly deserved. And I will shake your hand if I see you, if I make it down this mountain. Best wishes to you and enjoy the evening.
I am so honoured to be handing the Phillips Award to you this evening, Mark. Mae'n bleser hen ffrind I roi wobr yma I ti heno. Ti'n heiddi gymaint. Please welcome to the stage, Mark Lewis Jones.
Come prepared. Now then, I've been given 90 seconds, so I better get on with it. It would take me longer than 90 seconds to list the names of my children. So, I've got this. And I've written my little speech on the back of our schedule here, so we'll know what we're doing next week. Well, diolch I ti, Nia. I've been lucky enough to work with you many times, and it's always a privilege. You are one of our very, very best. Diolch BAFTA Cymru. Mae hwn yn rhodd arbennig iawn I mi. I turned 60 this year. Thank you. And knowing this was coming up, it gave me a chance to reflect. And I find myself in a very good place. And it wasn't always like this. So I'm very, very grateful to be here. There are thousands of people I would love to mention, and a lot of them you've just seen on the VT. And some of them are in this room. People who I've shared my happy place with. Being on set and bringing a script to life with great talent is my happiest place. A lot of my work has been here in Wales and continues to be, and I believe it to be the epicenter of excellence. So, diolch yn fawr iawn I bob un ohonych chi. There's loads of people in this room who I have just absolutely loved working with. I am going to mention just a small handful of people, so please bear with me. Phillips, whose name this award is, continues to lead the way with brilliance, resilience, and courage. Diolch yn fawr, Sian. I'm from Rhos Llanerchrugog. And I want to thank my mum and dad, who can't be with us this evening. I went to a school in Wrexham called Morgan Llwyd, and we had a fantastic teacher called Gwawr Mason, and she lit the spark within me. So I want to thank my parents. My dad's a joiner, and both my brothers are joiners. So I want to thank my parents for never, ever questioning my choice to do something that was completely foreign to them. They never once sowed doubt in my mind, ever. They supported me every inch of the way. So diolch, Tydfil a Falmai. I think I've got about 30 seconds to go. I want to thank my agent. She's here tonight. She'll hate this, but I don't care. Her name is Samira. And she is one of the very, very best people who happens to be a brilliant agent. And she has two wonderful people who work with her, Alice and Juliet. And I want to thank them because I don't do it often enough. And they are wonderful people. So thank you, Samira. I want to thank Gwenno, my beautiful wife. She's my partner in everything I do. She's the magnificent Mrs. Kitty. And she looks incredible tonight. She's stealing the show. For those of you who are interested, she's wearing Queens of Archive dress. And she's just as wonderful on the inside as she is on the out. Diolch, Cariad. Now I have four boys and two of them are with me tonight with their wonderful partners. So Thomas, Barnaby, Alfie and Jacob, thank you for being who you are. I'm very proud of them. They keep me on my toes and they are my world. So diolch BAFTA Cymru, this means more to me than you will ever know. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and please, please, go mad like I used to.
Huge congratulations to the incredible Mark Lewis-Jones. Our next award is for photography and lighting fiction. Now, this is actually a category I love. I genuinely collect 1970s disco lights and glitter balls. And as I always say, what show wouldn't be improved by a disco ball? Well, the answer to that question is Wales Today. And that's why I left. To present the award, someone who has worked with some of the best editors in the business. The star of Cleddau, filmed by the River Cleddau, and the Mallorca Files, filmed in Prestatyn. Yeah, that's how good the editing is. Please welcome Ellen Rhys.
Noswaith. Photography and lighting can make or break a drama. Too much light, it can rob the scene of the drama, and too dark, it's a podcast. Gadewch i ni weld yr enwybeuon eleni.
Brian Gavigan, passenger.
Katie!
Oh God, no, please.
Are you wondering why I let you in?
Sam Heisman, Wolf.
Ellis told me who you are. I'll report back to my parents. Tell them what you've seen.
Sam Thomas, Steeltown Murders.
Ar enillydd yw Brian Gavigan for Passenger.
Wow, this is insane. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I can't possibly take all the credit for this. I mean, so many talented people made it happen. Firstly, I'd like to thank our amazing director, Lee Haven-Jones. Thank you for your guidance and your trust on this. Our production company, sister and producer, Summer Mohammed, they were brilliant. The technical teams, camera department led by Paul Hanning, lighting led by Wayne Mansell, and the grip department led by the wonderful Ben Lowe. Incredible. Lastly, I'd like to thank my family, my mum and dad on the live stream watching from Glasgow, and my beautiful girlfriend Mably, who's going to kill me for giving her a shout out, but I wouldn't be up here without you. Thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you.
Mae'r wobr nesaf ar gyfer ffilm nodwedd dyledu. The 3 nominations in this category feature a story of 1970s music, chicken, and Viagra. It's a good night out for some. Let's take a look at the nominations.
But I killed someone.
Self-defense.
Bolan's shoes.
What do you want me to do? Never forgive you? Ask you to leave? Yeah, I won't say I'm not devastated that you felt you couldn't tell me, but I do understand. I really do. I have to. I'm your husband.
Chuck Chuck Baby.
So where do we go now? On to our happy ever after. We go on to the beginning.
Men Up.
Ar yna lle ddiw. Chuck Chuck Baby.
Gosh, thank you very much. We so appreciate this, BAFTA Cymru. Thank you so much for this. I'm Anne Beresford. I'm one of the producers of the film. And I would like to thank everybody who's been involved in this Chuck Chuck Baby journey on Team Chuck Chuck. From the very first notion, from producer Adam Partridge introducing me to Janice Pugh, all the way through development and production with our amazing casts and heads of department, some of whom are here this evening. I'd like to thank our funders, the BFI, BBC Film, and Film Cymru, who were there at the very beginning and are still with us now. And I'd like to thank those funders. I'd like to thank them for their money, but I'd also like to thank them for their amazing support, which means so much to us, all the way through production, through release of the film, which has traveled the world. To thank the festivals and the press who have been so supportive to us. I'd like to thank the voters, and I'd also like to thank the audiences who've gone out to see Chuck Chuck, wherever it is, in small cinemas, in big festival events. I'd like to thank those audiences who have supported the film and helped support British film. And I'd like Janice to say something.
I'm so desperate to say something. Wow. For the people who are brave enough to do something different and finance something different, we tell a story, and we take social realism, and we take the musical form and we turn it into something magical called love. I'd like to thank that I worked in a chicken factory because it gave me such knowledge of working in a chicken factory. This film has been all over the world, and it's just incredible. And I thank you guys, and I thank everybody who's voted for us. I am utterly, totally shocked. But more than anything, I'm a North Walian. And I have to thank another North Walian from the same town as me in Flint tonight, who's sitting there, who was also up for this award. Ian, we'll sort it out in the bar. But amazing talent, and I think Wales is screaming talent, and we are just going everywhere. Thank you, guys. This is just a massive surprise again. I'm going for a glass of wine.
Thank you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you. Wow. Wow.
The next category is sound. One of my favourites. Nothing quite like hitting a cymbal and watching the sound team wince. To present the award, an outstanding singer who we've already heard from at the beginning of the ceremony. She's joined by someone who is Welsh pop royalty, an artist, a chef, and for many years known simply by one letter. It's Sarah Davies and Ian H. Watkins.
Hello, pawb. Okay, take it from someone who has been filmed singing everywhere, from kids' TV to on the bow of a ship. We are talking about Steps' Sail Be Mine video. Getting the sound right on TV is a lot harder than it looks.
Every one of the nominees immersed us in the story with their incredible sound design. Gadewch i ni gael cipolwg, and maybe more importantly, have a listen to the nominees.
Sound team, Doctor Who.
What?
What?
No way.
Sound team, Men Up.
Did I tell you we've got this new trial in work? A clinical trial.
Sounds fascinating.
No, it is. It's for diabetics. Diabetic men who can't get it up.
What's that got to do with me?
Oh, Tommy.
Moira, I'm not having this conversation with him.
Sound team, Wolf.
And the winner is Wolf.
Thank you so much, BAFTA Cymru. Sorry, we took a while to get here. Yeah, this is amazing. Just wanted to say this was such a great show to work on. Thank you so much to Hartswood, to Elaine, to Megan, who wrote the script, to directors Christopher and Lee Haven-Jones, who's come up a few times tonight, for just making such a horrific but darkly comedic story to work on. It was so fun for sound. Just wanted to say that we're accepting this. I'm re-recording mixer, sound effects editors here on behalf of the whole team, the dialogue editors, the sound team on set, production, the Foley team, every single person at Bang post-production who assembled this team, particularly Doug, who hasn't had the best of years, but we just wanted to say thank you. And thank you to everyone who voted for us. It's really appreciated.
Thank you, BAFTA Cymru.
Cheers. This one?
The next award is for Factual series, and the breadth of topics covered across the shows in this category is really, really something.
Stories of struggle, of family and community, and there's also rugby and football represented. So that's literally everything, isn't it?
Not step songs, just saying. There's nothing.
Dyma'r enweddion.
Diolch.
Siwrne Scandi Chris.
So es I, arian rod, a'r haear waffles twol i'r parc lleol, lle mae'r locals wrth eu bodda'n dod am barbecues. Ond eisiau trio recipe newydd sy'n cyfuno waffles a bwyd mor amazing Norwy. Waffle crank, ia?
Slammed, the 80s.
The divide between the two nations just seems so stark. And in many ways, that Twickenham HQ rugby fan, that grated even more.
The West Car Park at Twickenham was something else. No shortage of money around.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Fake a penalty.
Fake what? Don't say that. I got enough abuse overnight for getting my legs up on.
Dive us into League Two.
Every time I score, now I'm going to make an A sign like that for Albi. But also it's quite cool that I have autism as well, so whatever people want it to be for them, that's perfect. Obviously for me, it's for my little boy.
Y frwydr, stori anabledd.
The person in this picture's actually got Down syndrome, so the same disability that I've got.
And in the hospitals, people with Down syndrome were often seen as the lowest. There was like a ranking system, so the most able patients would be called high grades, and the people with the most needs would be called low grades, and they would include people with Down syndrome in low grades.
Mae'r wobr BAFTA Cymru yn mynd I y frwydr stori anabledd.
Narinda literally just went to me, you have to do the speech. So that's nice. Wow, what a shock. Diolch o galon BAFTA. Diolch mwyaf I bawb nath gyfrannu i'r stori yma. Mae pobl yn abod wedi cael ei anghofio ar hyd hanes, ag diolch I Si&acirc am adael i'r lleisiau yna, a'r straeon yna, a'r pobl yna I gael y llwyfan maen nhw wedi heiddi, oherwydd heb y bobl yna bydde rhywun fel fi ddim yn sefyll yma heddiw. So diolch I bawb oedd yn rhan ohono fe, chi sydd wedi wneud e. Diolch.
Thank you so much to Ian and Sarah. Now, every year we take a moment to pay tribute to some of the incredible people we've had the honour to work with who are no longer with us. Let's remember those immensely talented friends and colleagues who we've lost in the past 12 months. A mae pawb fan hyn yn BAFTA yn ymestyn ein cydymdeimlad yw teuluoedd, ffrindiau a'i cydweithwyr am eu colled. All of us here at BAFTA offer our sincere condolences to the families, friends and colleagues for their loss. Well, with 8 awards left to go, the next categories are for editing and single documentary. Owain Wyn Evans is here to present our next award. She's a radio and TV presenter who is also a sewing enthusiast with a collection of sewing machines. And look, I've seen some of the outfits here tonight. I'm just saying, all right, she'll be backstage later on with a needle and thread if you need her. Please welcome Owain Wyn Evans.
If anyone needs any repairs, you'll know where to find me, somewhere back there. The nominees in this category cover documentary, drama, and science fiction, all wildly different stories, all told with an innate sense of pace and rhythm. Let's check them out in this very well-edited package.
Dylan Goch, Firebombers.
The group targets over 200 homes, businesses, and politicians.
It is terrorism, pure and simple. It's violent.
Told by those who were there.
Okay.
John Richards, Men Up. Sarah Jones, The Way. Tim Hodges, Doctor Who.
I'm a robber in Mindy, and the winner is Sarah Jones for The Wave.
BAFTA Cymru, ond I really ddim disgwyl hyn. I'm just going to check my phone for who to thank. Can I please thank our fantastic director, Michael Sheen? Can I thank Bethan Jones, Derek Ritchie, Adam Curtis? Can I thank the rest of our fantastic editing team, so editors Tim Hodges and Becky Trotman, and also our fantastic assistant editors, Lucy, Cora and Taram, and also Cerise and Liv. Thanks so much. I'm an editor, so I'm not used to being in front of like one person, never mind so many. Thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr.
Ngwobrau nesa yw raglen ddogfen sengl, and all 4 films nominated tonight document a struggle or fight, be that against the law, against the patriarchy, against cancer, or against the establishment. Some are looking back at what happened, while for others, they're being followed right in the midst of things. But every single one of these nominations is a masterclass in storytelling. Dyma'r enwebion.
Oedd y ddeddfwriaeth homofobaidd newydd cyntaf mewn canrif.
Paid a dweud hoiw.
Oedd yn ymosodiad brwnt ar y gymdeithas hoiw.
Children who need to be taught to respect traditional moral values.
I don't think we can underestimate exactly how much the shadow continues.
Rod Gilbert, a pain in the neck.
I was diagnosed with neck, throat, tongue, and tonsil cancer.
Okay? Yeah.
Ahead of me is surgery, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy.
I don't even know what to say. I've got cancer, I have cancer, I'm cancerous. Don't touch me, I've got cancer. What did you say?
Sian Phillips a 90.
I fi, mae Sian Phillips yn un o'r actoresau gorau, nid jyst yng Nghymru, yn y byd.
Mae'n anodd credu bod Sian yn dathlu phan blwyddyn 90. Mae'n golygu bod hi wedi bod yn perfformio am 90 awd.
That's just a taste of what's to come.
Pan ofynodd rwy'n iddi hi, pryd a'ch chi'n mynd i'r gorau iddi hi, a dweud yn Saesneg, when I fall off my perch.
Strike, the women who fought back.
Meet her anytime. Tell her come down here.
The government were trying to starve us out. The women had to step in to keep us alive.
And I'll fight tooth and nail with every one of them.
A ma'n wobr yn mynd I. The winner is Strike, the women who fought back.
Gosh, thank you, diolch yn fawr, BAFTA Cymru. Thank you so much to everyone on this stage. It was wonderful working with you all, and you know, it's such a group effort to make the film. So I'm very grateful for everyone's hard work, which went on for a very, very long time. The miners' strike is something that we all know very well, and we tried really hard to bring something different, and it was really important that we tried to find new archive. So I'm really grateful to all of the people who scrambled about in attics and looked for personal VHSs and just really helped to try and make it a bit more of an immersive and different experience. And it was really important as well that we bring the women's viewpoint, which, you know, they'd been celebrated at times before, but not really given the chance to have a proper full-length documentary. And you were so inspiring, and it was such a difficult year, but you fought so hard, and you know, I really hope that that we did you proud, Pam. And yeah, thank you very much for letting us tell the story. Thank you.
Thanks to Ryan and congratulations. The next two awards are Director, Fiction and Costume Design. To present the awards, two fantastic actors. One you'll know from Bridgerton, set in the Regency period, and the other is in the forthcoming drama Dope Girls, which is set in the underground nightclub scene of Soho in 1918. And we're all going out in Newport later on, so let's compare and contrast that one. Please welcome Benita Sandhu and Umi Myers.
Costume design is so important to making TV drama work. As actors, getting the right costume is like placing the final piece in the jigsaw puzzle. Or if it's a complicated costume, lots and lots of final pieces.
The three shows are nominated to take costume design to the next level, matching eras with elegance, form with flair, and style with, well, style. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Dawn Thomas Mondo, Steeltown Murders.
I mean, I miss you too. Having a laugh. Bit up themselves at the shop, are they? Not really. Just different, you know?
Hayley Nabauer, Black Cake. Ffion Eleanor, Pren ar y Bryn.
And the BAFTA Cymru Awards goes to Dawn Thomas Mondo for Steeltown Murders. I'll leave this up.
Thank you so much. It's a bit like, at last, I think I want to say. I'm just going to check my notes. Obviously, big thank you to BAFTA. Thank you to Seven Screen for putting your faith in me on working on so many productions, especially Steeltown. Which didn't just have a massive cast, it had a massive cast times 2. It was huge. Thank you to my amazing costume team, Claire, Pat, Alex, Liv, Fian for all their hard work. Marigold, my company, is the backbone to all the productions I do. And I'm so proud that we provided all the costumes for Steeltown. It really was made in Wales. Huge thank you to my team at Marigold as well, especially Lynn. I'm very grateful to have been nominated many times over the years, from the first Welsh BAFTAs in 1991. Yes, I am that old. So I'm really, really, really thrilled to have finally got it. And thank you. I'm over the moon. Thank you very, very much.
The next award is for Director Fiction. I've been really lucky to work with some incredible directors. When the pressure is on and time is running short, it's important to know you're working with someone who's got your back, and I'm sure every department on a TV set feels the same way.
The nominees here have all produced incredible television. Let's take a look.
Ashley Way, Men Up.
Don't go throwing it away now over this, because I'm telling you, I know for a fact you haven't got to. So what do? Go back, finish the trial. If the tablets work at home, great. If not, que sera, sera.
Lee Haven Jones, Passenger.
I've done nothing wrong! Leave me alone!
But if we're going to be any kind of team...
Mark Evans, Steeltown Murders.
Yeah, late 72, early 73. One of the victims, Jane, she grew up on my street. She was 16.
I can't believe you're my boyfriend.
Euros Lynn, Heartstopper.
Can I please open my eyes now?
Okay. Does it look bad?
No. You look so good. You look so good. Shut up.
And the BAFTA Cymru goes to Euros Lynn for Heartstopper. Unfortunately, it seems that Euros isn't here. Is he?
Iris is not here tonight, I'm afraid, so you are going to take the BAFTA in his behalf.
Amazing. Oh, great.
Don't run off with it.
I promise.
Thank you very so much. Diolch yn fawr. Now, we all know these awards are the culmination of years of mastering a craft. This industry is built on the hard work and dedication of people whose whole lives and careers have been spent making brilliant television in this country across a whole range of genres. Legends like Mavis Nicholson and Terry Jones, both previous recipients of this next award. Because it's time to recognise an individual who has made an enormous contribution to the film or TV industry here in Wales. This year, it's television in particular. And so, to present the award for outstanding contribution, please welcome an incredible producer and co-founder of Bad Wolf, Jane Tranter.
Oh, I just love how terrified Julie Gardner is now. I think she would literally probably get in an Uber and get the hell out of Dodge if she could. But unfortunately, Julie, you and everyone else are going to have to listen to me for the next couple of minutes, so buckle up. I always say that everybody's life is a little bit better for having a bit of Julie Gardner in it. And so it was for me when I was the BBC's drama commissioner many, many years ago now. It was kind of the Jurassic era. There were only 4 television channels to choose to make your programs for. and specifically how it was for Wales when Julie became head of drama for BBC Wales. And this whole amazing journey began for drama production in Wales, the legacy of which we are celebrating a small part of here together this evening. Together with Julie's long-term collaborator and friend, Russell T. Davis, Julie brought confidence, joy, and belief to the production and creative communities in Wales, that talent would out and that talent would be recognised, creating a pathway for Wales to become an undeniable powerhouse for production. Julie's work at the BBC encompassed not only executive producing Doctor Who, Torchwood, and the Sarah Jane Adventures, but she also encouraged independent production companies to come here and executive produce productions such as Merlin and Being Human to film here in Wales. Julie simply changed the way people thought about Wales as a production centre. For the past 15 years, God, that is a long time, Julie has lived and worked in LA and surrendered nothing of herself and her pride for her Welsh roots while so doing, or maybe just with a little more attention to her Welsh roots, maybe a few more blow dries to straighten those Welsh curls. Critical to Julie's early years in LA was the decision to bring 3 seasons, as it turned out, of Da Vinci's Demons to Swansea for Stars. And this decision in part triggered in 2015 in partnership with Creative Wales and the Welsh Government, without whom an awful lot of the journey that we are all on together would not have happened and not be possible, our decision to co-found Bad Wolf in Cardiff. And while not cited with us, Julie is not one to let a mere Atlantic get in the way of the work she does with us here. Whether on I Hate Susie, Red Eye, or the Hooniverse, her presence is always felt, and it's always impactful. Julie operates a Zoom as if she's going to war. We in the UK wake up increasingly terrified to her overnight emails, usually ending with, "Do we need a Zoom?" Or sometimes more forcibly, "We need a Zoom." She starts Zooming around 5 a.m. in the morning. She Zooms us from her kitchen, her dining room, her bedroom, her sitting room, her office, her garden, normally in pajamas but with a nice top on, her mugs of tea and venti cups of Starbucks getting progressively larger as the morning takes hold and the start of her day's work in Los Angeles looms. Julie's work ethic is phenomenal, matched only by her passion for what she does. Julie's enthusiasm is infectious. She never says no to anything, and she is quite simply an unstoppable force. Through her work for Bad Wolf America, the company she founded in 2018, no mean feat, which recently made The Lady in the Lake for Apple, and now also for Sony Studios, Julie flies the flag high for Wales in Hollywood, spreading the love for us all here with articulacy and passion. Julie and I have been through a great many adventures together, some tough, some challenging ones, but mostly, predominantly, unbeatable, life-changing experiences made all the better for Julie Gardner being part of them. And luckily for me, we have been the very best of friends throughout it all. And while in choosing Julie's superpower, there is no shortage of talents to pick from: driven, thoughtful, detailed, strong, decisive. I think the superpower that is unique to Julie is this unmatchable talent for friendship with all whom she works with. For Julie, the personal is frequently professional, and the professional is always personal. It simply matters too much for her for it to be any other way. And that's how it is for Julie and Wales too. A professional pride in her personal roots, and a personal pride in all her great many professional achievements. Julie is a true and committed friend to Wales, and it is wonderful to see BAFTA Cymru applauding her tonight for all of that and showing its friendship in turn to her. Apparently, I've only had a couple of minutes to speak. Julie is one of my favourite topics of conversation, but I think I have to shut the F up now. And apparently there's some other people here who would actually like to say something about Julie. So let's take a look about what others have to say about her.
Hey Julie, it's Rich. Congratulations on your outstanding contribution award from BAFTA Cymru. You have had some monumental successes in your career, and here's another one.
And that's just the beginning.
Work creates work in the end, and that's what Julie did in Wales. She opened it up to the world, said here is an enormous opportunity for everyone to come and film, and they have come, and that's her.
There are very few executive producers in television who elicit such affection in people as Julie Gardner. She is beloved. And I think that's because the Julie you get professionally is the same as the Julie you get personally. Her enthusiasm and her tenacity and her kindness are the same throughout her life.
Before I met Julie, no one had ever really used the word hooting to me before. And when we were doing Doctor Who back in the day, she sent me a text and it said, I'm in reception, I'm hooting, laughing. It just means laughing. And we've been hooting ever since.
Who are you? Where am I?
When a programme had fallen to ashes in our hands, we were left with ruins and disaster and emptiness, and we sat there and laughed because that's what she does. She just finds the joy in things, and actually, through laughing, we found a way out. And we got there, and we saved that show.
I've been lucky enough to work with you twice, back in the old days at the BBC on Robin Hood and recently on Red Eye. And one thing I know about you is you make the workplace a joyous experience.
Give me one good reason why you think someone on this flight wants to kill you.
It's the same reason that they're trying to frame me.
When I got my role for Red Eye, I only had the first 3 scripts, so I had no idea how the rest of the series played out. A month before filming, and I meet Julie for the first time, and she takes me out to lunch. And I think within the first few bites, she's launched into the entire series synopsis. She just had such enthusiasm for the story that she had to tell me there and then, and I'm so glad she did.
Are you playing me, Nolan?
I hold many things dear from my friendship with Julie Gardner, and the thing I always say to myself is hold the line. That's her best phrase. When disaster comes, don't stop, don't give up. And every time she does it, that show gets made in the end. She is immense. I love her.
Her energy, her joy, and her kindness are things that I feel that my life has been eternally enriched by.
I just love her enthusiasm, her passion, and her genius for telling stories, and that's no doubt why she's sitting here today. So congratulations, Julie.
I love her. Wales loves her. BAFTA loves her. LA loves her. Owls especially adore her. And that's because Julie Gardner is absolutely marvellous.
I can't think of anyone more deserving of this than you. Congrats.
So, congratulations then to the phenomenal, incomparable, absolutely marvellous Julie Gardner, recipient of BAFTA Cymru's 2024 Outstanding Contribution to Television Award. Please let's welcome Julie as she hoots her way up to the stage.
I'm hooting. Thank you, over there. So thank you, BAFTA Cymru, for this honour. It's wonderful to be here with so many friends and colleagues. We all know it takes a village to make a TV series, and this award is built on all the people, all the talented, hard-working people that I have worked with. So the writers, the actors, the directors, the assistants, the runners, the composers, the designers, the camera, and the sound mixers. And a special shout out for the sound mixers, because they're my favourite. So this is to Julian Howarth and Huck, who are my home village. I'm also here because of the incredible women in my life. There is no one like Jane Tranter. Bad Wolf's groundbreaking, world-class work is built on her back. I also want to thank Menna Richards and Claire Hudson. 20 years ago, their ambitions for BBC Wales drama were huge when there was little belief in those ambitions, and they stayed the course. I also want to thank all the female producers in my life. Many brought projects to Wales, so Sue Virtue, Hilary Bevan-Jones, Jane Featherstone, Nicola Schindler. And of course, here tonight, I've seen so many of our homegrown producers, Nikki Wilson, Karen Lewis, and of course, Bethan Jones, who ever works tirelessly for this creative community. I must also thank Sam Hall. She gave me my first job, and she actually texted me today, and she said, and I quote, "I knew that you had it in you, but you were a bit shit back then." So there's hope. Anyone who's feeling a bit that way, there is hope. Talking of one of my errors, when Doctor Who won the BAFTA in 2005 for Best Drama Series, I actually forgot to thank Mal Young. He was sitting in front of me, and it's weighed on me. So 20 years later, I'm now saying thank you to Mal Young. Russell T. Davies is here tonight. Traveling time and space with him has been the adventure of a lifetime. But for all of the success, I also want to share this award with all the writers whose projects did not make it to screen, because I loved those projects, and we worked as hard on those projects as the ones that got the limelight and the applause. I grew up in the village of Glynneath, Max Boyce, hooray. My mum was a shopkeeper, my dad was a factory worker, and there was not much money. When I went to university, it was a really, really big deal. And it was scary because it was expensive. And so every Easter, every summer, every Christmas holiday, every time I came home, neighbours in that corner shop would shove pound notes and 50p's into my hand because they knew it would make a difference. So tonight, this is for the people of Glynneath that made it possible. Thank you.
Llongyfarchiadau Julie, congratulations. To present the next award of the night, he's a West End star, currently appearing in Guys and Dolls, but he's presenting the Actor Award, so he only has to worry about the guys tonight. And he has an excellent name. Please welcome Owain Arthur.
Mae'n fraint ac yn anrhydedd cael bod yma heno i gyflwyno'r wobr BAFTA Cymru i actor. We've been truly blessed this year in Wales to witness some incredible performances with such a high level of skill and storytelling on display. The nominees comprise of 4 masterful performances at the heart of 4 brilliant shows. Let's take a look.
Ncuti Gatwa, Doctor Who.
But what did you do that for? Who sees a ladder and just pops on? A ladder in the sky, and you thought, yeah, I'll give that a go, babe. They've got the baby!
What's your name?
Ruby. Ruby Sunday.
Hello, Ruby Sunday. And it's a Sunday right now. That's a coincidence. I'm the Doctor.
Philip Glenister, Steel Town Murders.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pleased she's moved on, I am, but how real is it?
A husband and 2 kids, real.
Okay, good. When she's in Tesco buying their tea, bloke in front of her might be him, bloke behind the till. How can she be free of anything while he's still out there, unpunished?
Rhodri Meilir, Pren ar y Bryn.
Beth os? Daw Sylvia nôl gytre fori? A bo Glyn ddim yn gorwedd ar y llawr.
Fydd, Glynd.
Na'r peth. Os ydyn nhw'n ffindo fe rhywle arall, bydd dim isio ni fecso gymaint.
Sean Daniel Young, Slow Horses.
Wait, what is he doing? Looks like he ran it up the chain and they gave him the door code. Can you stop him? Yeah, just put in the override code. Do it now. I'm trying to remember it.
Jesus Christ, Douglas, come on.
Please do not stress me because I do not react well to stress.
Right, well, you're not going to react well when a dozen armed men come pouring through that door. Come on, think.
Come on, Douglas, you got this.
Yes, you do, Douglas.
Oh, I've got it!
Right?
No, gone again.
Mae'r wobr BAFTA Cymru yn mynd I... Nsiwti Gatwa. Doctor Who. Unfortunately, they are unable to be here this evening, so I'll make sure that they get this.
Owain, diolch yn fawr iawn. Our final 2 awards of the night are for writer and actress. And here to present the award is an actress who is lined up to be in the forthcoming Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea, or, as I like to call it, The Mumbles Mile. It's Ruth Madeley.
The next award is for writer. There are 3 nominees in this category, one based on a novel, one based on real events, and one based on a well-loved franchise. But every single show leaps out of the TV screen and just demands our attention. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Russell T Davies, Doctor Who.
An elemental force with the power of a god and he's driven the human race mad with a puppet.
Yeah, but you always say...
Oh, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? Because I'm always so certain. I'm all Sonic and TARDIS and Time Lord. Take that away. Take away the toys. What am I?
Matthew Barry, Men Up.
Look, this isn't the end of the road. If the trial is a success, there will be others. And with a fair wind, before long, you should be able to buy it on the open market.
When are we talking, Doctor? Weeks, months, years?
It will be years.
Megan Gallagher, Wolf.
Well, thank you. Save me the bother. It's gonna be so awkward. We'd made plans. Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. Today's the day you're gonna die.
How good are they? And the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to Matthew Barry for Men Up.
Oh my goodness. You wait all night for a BAFTA and then one comes. Wow. This is an unbelievable honor that really, genuinely is shared with the entire cast and crew and creative team of Men Up. And it was genuinely a labor of love. And to be nominated in this category alongside Russell, alongside Megan, is incredible, but especially alongside Russell. Where is he? There he is, my friend, writing hero, and the executive producer of Men Up. So just to be nominated was such an honor, but to win, I'm never going to let you forget it. This award would absolutely not be possible without many, many other people. Nicola Schindler, Davina Earle, Rachel Evans, Ashley Wade, Karen Lewis, and of course our incredible, incredible cast, some of whom are here tonight, Alex Roach, Mark Lewis-Jones. Thank you so much for taking my words, making them better, and making me look good. I'd also like to thank the BBC, BBC Wales, Nick Andrews, Rebecca Ferguson, Lindsay Salt, Charlotte Moore, and Creative Wales. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank my husband, who's watching on the live stream back in LA. And very quickly, I'd like to thank my mum and dad. As a young teenager, my dad drove me all over the country on auditions. I was the Macaulay Culkin of Cardiff. Nobody called me that. But he would drive me all over the country on auditions. And on those car journeys, we'd inevitably listen to Steve Wright in the afternoon. And he would tell me that I can be and I can do anything that I want. And he was right, and I'm so glad I listened to him. Thank you so much to BAFTA Cymru for this incredible honour. Diolch yn fawr.
Me again. Our final award of the night is for actress. Now, I'm warning you, they've given me a Welsh word in here, so I'm apologising in advance. Performances from dramas set in a medical trial, a fairground, a prison, and somewhere described as us trad gun lice. On acid. Wherever they're set, every one of the shows nominated in this category proved to be a talking point. And at their heart were incredible, compelling performances by our nominees. Let's take a look.
Amy Fionn Edwards, Dreamland.
Stop watching me. I can't do it if you watch, it's too much pressure. Oh, for God's sake, Layla. Oh, for Jesus' sake.
Alexandra Roach, Men Up.
I used to love sex. Shagging you. In the beginning. Then you wake up one day and it's 2 kids and a mortgage and a job and a life and a big, full life, and it all becomes routine.
Anes Elwy, Bariau.
Doedd gen i dewis net.
Fuck off.
Oedd o'n fi neu fo.
No.
Oedd o'n blackmailio fi ddod â drugs fewn.
Impossible, ti.
Mae'r gyfn yn gwybod, rwy'n gwybod bod i. A pan weles i Lyle yn cael ei gario ffwrdd gyda i. Alla'n byw fe yna.
Nia Roberts, Pren ar y Bryn.
O, ac o leia beth yti esgus i byd yn ôl i'r gwaith.
Mae Herbie newydd yn ôl a mae John Frederick ar y warpath.
Bloody hell, Clive! Am hwn i gyd yn digwydd i fi.
How's Bel Sylvia's yma?
O, dwi wedi dod o'r amser lledwedd. Na! Na, jyst lucky as kid. Dwi'n siapan a mae'r lledrewi o mwg a mae Clive di llosgu i lawe, o'n i'n oce.
And the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to Anis Elwy.
Very glad I've written a speech. Na I ddechrau gan ddiolch I dîm Bariau, Alaw, Ciron, Lleici, y criw I gyd, Griff, wrth gwrs, ac I rol am wneud y swydd be oedd o.
to all the essays and to James Mellor for doing such a brilliant job finding such amazing essays, many of them ex-prisoners, Bariau was special because of you. Beyond the Bariau team, I'll take this opportunity to thank Ness, the hardest working agent and a loyal and supportive friend. And I've always hoped I get the chance to thank my drama school, my high school drama teacher on the platform she deserves. I know she'll be watching because she's watched every single thing I've ever done, be it stage or screen, and she's been my champion for 18 years. I love acting. I only wish I could do it more often. But I wouldn't have been doing it at all if it weren't for Lowri Cynnan. Felly diolch i chi gyd, a diolch yn fawr, BAFTA.
Wel, llongyfachiadau mawr i'n henillwyr ac i'r holl enwebion, a diolch hefyd i bawb i'n rhan o'r noson. Congratulations to all our winners and to all our nominees, and thank you to everyone who's worked so hard to make tonight so special. Can we have a big round of applause for everyone, please? Because that is it for the BAFTA Cymru Awards 2024. Let me take a moment to thank our award partners and supporters, including BBC Cymru Wales, Champagne Tattinger, Coco and Cwtch, Creative Wales, Deloitte, EE, Executive Cars Wales, Gorilla, Hilden, Lancome, S4C, Villa Maria, and Welsh Government via Creative Wales. Enjoy the evening, everyone, and we shall be back, before you know it, for the BAFTA Cymru Awards 2025. Noswaith dda, cariad mawr.